Faith can move mountains. Radio Maria, 91.3 FM.
The voice of truth.
Hello, good evening, beautiful people of Abuja. How have you been? How are you doing? My genius kids, how are you? How have you been? Hope you're happy. And hope you're happy that the holiday is coming to an end. I know, especially those of you in boarding schools, many of you have gone back to school already. Some went back yesterday, some went back today, and then most children will be resuming school tomorrow. And right now, everything on your mind is the new school year. Back to school, back to school, back to school. So we are not left out on the show. Today we'll be talking about back to school. All right, so this is Radio Maria 91.3 FM. And you're onto the Genius Kids Show. The Genius Kids Show is the show where we discover ways to ignite the genius in your child, because on this show, we believe that every child has a genius in him or her. So welcome once again to the Genius Kids Show. I am your Genius Kids host, Genevieve Duruiheoma. And with me in the studio today is me, myself, and I. Yes, I'm alone in the studio today. So that means all our listeners, get ready to call me because I don't want to be so lonely, all right? Get ready, get your phone close by, recharge it if you're low on credit, on airtime, recharge it so you can call us and join the conversations. Like I said earlier, today we'll be talking about back to school, a smooth slide back to school. A smooth slide back to school. I am certain that you must have heard at least one of these sayings. If you fail to prepare, then prepare to fail. Or, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Or, an hour of planning can save you 10 hours of doing. I am certain you must have heard at least about one of them. So essentially what I'm trying to say is that it's very important for us to plan. It's very important for us to get organized. It's very important for us to give time to what deserves to have our time. So today, we'll be talking about the new school year. Let's plan about the new school year starting tomorrow. So, what do I need to put in place for the new school session? How can we establish a working routine? How can we help the kids get back into the mood? What can we do to make sure that our children are on course this term? How can we ensure that they smash their goals? We need tips to make the most of this new school year. If any of these sound like you, then you're onto the right station. Do not touch that dial. Gather everybody around you as always. Get your pen and paper and get ready to call in and join in the conversation. We'll be talking about everything back to school. What to do, how to do it, how to smash the new year, what to give our children the boost. Because on this show, all we are looking out for is ensuring that our children are the best in all that they do, because we believe that they are geniuses. So stay tuned. We'll be going on a very quick break. When we return, we'll dive straight into this topic for today. See you in a bit. All right, welcome back. Like I said earlier, today we'll be talking about a smooth slide back to school. We want your slide back to school. We want our children's return to school to be a smooth slide. You know, let me tell us something. Let's just go down memory lane a bit. The very first topic on this show ever, the very first thing we talked about on Genius Kids was routine. And it wasn't just because we just wanted to talk about anything. It was because we understand the necessity of a routine, the need for our children to have a routine. Routine is particularly very important for children because it helps them bring out their best. It helps maximize their strengths. It helps them maximize their time. And in fact, children function better with routine and they crave for routine. You would think that children detest it, they don't like routine. No, children actually crave for routine because it helps them to function optimally. Children like to have an idea of what comes next. They love some certainty in their lives. So that is why we advocate for children to have routines. Then also on this show, not too long ago, during the summer break, we talked about summer slide and how a lot of our children would typically lose 2 to 3 months of learning what they have learned for 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months worth of learning will be lost over this holiday, and we talked about ways to reduce the slide and all that. Now it's time to slide back into school, right? The new school session is beginning tomorrow. A lot of the roads will be busy. I know some people are like, there'll be so much traffic going to work from tomorrow, but that's okay. Tomorrow schools resume. Now, how can we ensure that we don't get burnt out? I know some parents are very happy because at least they can take a breath. They can breathe in fresh air for once. They can rest. Yeah. But then again, some are really worried because of the stress that comes with school, having to rise up early, get the kids ready, drop them off to school if you're not using school bus. Even if you're using school bus, having to get up extra early to ensure that they don't miss the school bus, having to keep track of all that's happening, their homework and all, it can be really stressful. And if you do not have a plan, you may get burnt out. If you do not have a plan, you may just see yourself collapsing just as soon as the term starts. So the first thing we'll be talking about on the show today is tips for easier transition. How can we make it easier for these children to slide back into school mode easily? How can we make it easier for you as a parent to slide back into school mode easily? And this is what we'll be talking about. The first is adjust their sleep routine. I know it may be coming a bit late because school is starting tomorrow. If you haven't already started this, it may be coming a little, but well, they say better late than never, right? So if you haven't started adjusting their sleep routine, this is the time to do it. Children need to get enough sleep to function optimally. So during holidays, we often left them sleeping. You see them waking up at 9 a.m., at 10 a.m., and then they go to bed when they want. Some of us let that happen. But now that school is starting, in order not to have too much fights in the morning, too much argument, in order not for them to be in grumpy moods as they go to school, it would be good to begin now to adjust their sleeping time. Get them to go to bed early. It's going to be tough initially. This just brings to mind a lot of the things we talked about when we talked about routines. It's going to be initially revolted, maybe because you're going to be cutting down on some of the fun things they were used to doing during the holiday. You may be cutting off screen time, but then it's what you have to do. You need to adjust their sleep time. This is important because you need to assure yourself that they are getting enough sleep. They may not be able to get as much afternoon sleep as they used to during the holiday when they wish they could just sleep. Because of the school routine, because of the school schedule, they may not be able to get that. So this is why it's necessary for you to ensure that they go to bed earlier than they used to. So adjust your sleep time. If you haven't been doing that, begin today. So even if they struggle within the first week of school, by next week, they will be fully into it, okay? Good luck with that. So how can you adjust sleep time? Like I said, you have to have in mind the fact that they need to get enough sleep. So when do you typically wake up? What time does school begin? When do you drop them off in school, or at what time does school bus come? What's their morning routine like? Is there family prayer time? Are there chores they have to do in the morning? You have to factor all this in to determine when you need them to wake up. Then when you have determined when they should be awake, then you then factor in the number of hours, at least 8 hours that they should be sleeping, and then you can set the time they have to go to bed the previous night. So please adjust your sleep routine. Another is screen time shift. We talked about on this show screen time. Yeah, we talked about screen time during the holiday. We talked about the recommended screen time for children and all that. But now we know that ordinarily a lot of parents indulge their children. There is higher screen time during the holidays, yeah. So now is the time to begin to reduce. Some people, I know of families that once school resumes, there is no TV time during the week except weekends. I know of families that do not even renew their DSTV subscription for the children's room or wherever the children will be watching. So whatever it is that works for you, this is not a show on screen time, but the important thing is that you need to cut down screen time, because geniushood, if I may coin that word, and screen time do not always go together. Yeah, As much as our children learn a lot from the screen, they would be better off without it. So try to reduce screen time and increase time for other productive activities. So begin to cut down on screen time, okay? Then another way to make transition easier for you would be, preparing your meals, planning your meals. So there are some schools I know that give children food in school. So if you have that option, wow, congratulations, that saves you a lot of stress. But not too many schools offer that service, and not even too many parents would like to subscribe to such. So which is okay. So the thing now is you need to, a major thing that delays people, let me quickly backtrack a little. All these things we are saying is very important because your child needs to get to school in the right mood, right? They have to be in the good mood, and they have to be there in time. Punctuality is not just because you just want to keep to time. Punctuality has a way of conditioning your mind to prepare for the activity that is coming up. So if your child is punctual, that child will be in a better position to receive the lessons for the day, will be in a better position to be more efficient and productive in school. It's as simple as that. So you're better off having a child get to school early than just rushing in when things are about to start already. So it's important. And I know that something that takes a lot of time of parents in the morning is preparing meals. So this is now where meal planning comes in. You can cook in bulk and store up if possible. You need to drop a meal plan. You need to have a menu and stick to it. So in this menu, you can make mornings to have very simple meals like cereals, whatever they can take, bread and chocolate drinks and all that. You can have that for morning and then have a proper meal for their lunch, which they usually eat around 10-11 in school. So you can just have cereals. I recall sometime last year during one of the PTA meetings at my daughter's school, the proprietor told us that she emphasized the need for parents to feed their children, because a lot of parents, maybe because they're in a rush or for whatever reason, don't give their children breakfast. They just believe that the lunch pack they have given to their kids would be eaten once they get to school or whatever. So the proprietor was emphasizing the need for children to eat, because when they don't eat and just have to wait till about 11 o'clock to eat, by then their brains are tired, the sugar level in them had dropped, they are just not in the mood for what you're teaching. And the best learning time, as we have come to see, is the first few hours of the day. Once they go on break and come back, whatever you're talking is just fun. Then they're really not in that great assimilation mode. So dear parents, it's important that you plan the meal. A tip that could help you, like I said, is to prepare meals in bulk over the weekend. So you can cook meals in bulk and store up in the fridge if that's an option for you. You can prepare at night. So you can begin the process, parboil the rice, cut the veggies. If you're going to be making something like stir fries or fried rice early in the morning, whatever, you can prepare it at night. So once you wake up in the morning, it's just to mix the ingredients together and that food is ready. So whatever it is to just make it more efficient for you, please do. Just ensure that you are planning their meals. And when you plan meals, you're also more likely going to be selecting healthy meals. You're more likely going to give more attention to the quality of food that they eat. So please try to plan their meals. Another thing you should do to make transition easier is to prepare the night before. So don't wait till the morning of school to begin to run helter skelter. Where is your school bag? Where is your shoe? Where's your socks? Oh, we've seen one socks. Where's the other leg? And all that. No. That's just going to burn you out, and that's going to put everybody in panic mode, and it's not the best for the child's mind and for starting a new school year. So what can we do? Yes, the night before, which is today. Don't say that you know where everything is. In your mind, you have already calculated, I know where the shoe is. Yes, the shoe is here, the socks is here. Do you know a tie can disgrace you? I mean it. That morning, you just believe that tie, your son's tie, is where it's supposed to be, only to get there and you will not see it. It could frustrate you, put you in a very bad mood, and you won't like it. So the best thing to do is just Prepare everything tonight as though they are ready to go to school. Bring out their school uniforms. If they are not yet ironed, iron them. Bring out their shoes. If they are not yet polished, polish them. If they need cleaning, clean them. Bring out their socks. Make sure that the pair is complete. Put it in each shoe. Bring out their backpacks. Are there assignments that were given to them over the holiday that they need to submit? Make sure that it's in the bag. Are you required to bring school supplies where your children study or where they school? Make sure that the bag contains all the supplies for the term. So, are you in a school where you're supposed to bring your own books? Maybe you're not giving books in school. List of books, ensure that you have that all sorted. So just pack their things tonight. Make sure that everything is put together. Check their underwear, check their singlets, their vests. Simple things like that could actually either make your mood a good one or a bad one in the morning when you're rushing to get to school. So it's just better you get everything sorted. And this is not just to do it for today and then relax. In still planning ahead, I would suggest that you at this time begin to have, okay, what days are we going to be doing laundry? How many sets of uniform do we have? We all know that the weather is not in its best these days for washing. So if you just are going to be dependent on one pair of uniform, it may be a bit tough. You may have to, as soon as your child comes back, you wash, maybe hang outside, but there is no sun most of the days these days. So just make things however it works for you. If you're able to afford 2 sets of uniform, excellent. So the child can wear on Monday, on Tuesday. I know some schools have their sports wear. So if the school sports day is Wednesday, so those 2 sets of uniform can be worn on Monday and on Tuesday. Then you wash them on Tuesday so as not to get burnt out. But if it's okay by you have helpers that will help you do the laundry, excellent, you can wash every day. I'm just saying you need to plan yourself so you don't get burnt out. You need to plan yourself so you can have time for other things that matter too, okay? Because this school year, remember what we said, we are going to be very intentional. We are going to make sure that we give the child the platform to spring high, okay? So night preparation. Still in this preparation, it's important that you check on their food flasks. Do they have their cutlery sets complete? Do they have their water bottles? And please, as an ongoing process, I know some parents do not get involved in prepping their children's boxes, lunch boxes. Please take time to look at what they're putting for your child, okay? Make sure that it's good food. Make sure that it's not, some people will just go, some teachers actually complain. Children come with almost sour meals. Children come with almost spoiled meals. How that happens, I don't know. Why that happens, I don't know. But make sure to go and see what your child has in his plate. And then those water bottles, get you a brush. This brush for washing baby feeding bottles, get one for yourself. You'd use to wash their bottles, because over time, if you do not wash them well, if you do not sterilize them well, they could be breeding grounds for diseases. Tomorrow we'll begin to wonder, why do kids just keep coughing once they start going to school? This could be the reason. So just try to pay attention to hygiene. Try to pay attention to what your kids feed with, eat with, and drink with, okay? So that's about preparation the night before. Then another is what you should be doing also in making the transition a smooth one is you need to finalize on pick-up and drop-offs. Who will be picking the kids? Are you signing up for the school bus? If not, who is helping you pick the kids? Are you available? Or is the car available? Do you have a driver? So just, these are things you should put to mind. These are things you should draw, that should occupy your minds now. How are you going to be doing it? I know some parents that live in neighborhoods that come together and say, okay, you drop off the kids in the morning, I pick them up this in the afternoon, or you drop them off this week, I do the drop-offs next week. So whatever, this is the time to finalize that arrangement to make it an easy transition for you. I hope you've been enjoying the conversation so far. Will I call that a conversation? Because conversation is you talk, I talk. So, but I hope you've been enjoying that talk so far. We shall be taking a break now, and when we return, we'll then have a proper conversation, which is we'll be opening the phone lines for you to call us in and tell us what you're doing, how you're preparing for the new school year, and then we'll take the conversations further to things we can do to make this year a productive one for the children. Don't touch that dial. All right, you're welcome back. You're welcome back. Okay, yeah, I love to read and I hope you do. Well, today we're not talking reading, we are talking back to school. And so far, we've seen some tips that can help easier transition, easier slide, a smoother slide back to school. Children, are you excited? I think you should be because imagine new friends, new faces, a new teacher, a bigger, a higher, a newer class. Wow, you should be because you're just growing. So, still on our conversation, we are still talking back to school. Like I told you, once we return, I'm going to be opening the phone lines because my throat is getting dry. I don't want to just keep talking. I want to hear from you. What are you doing? What are you doing? How are you preparing to get back to school? Are your kids continuing in the same old school? Are they starting a new school? Is your child starting school for the very first time? Oh, all right. Well, the number to call is zero. Before I call the numbers, just to mention that we now have new phone lines. Those that listened in yesterday were able to launch the line on the show. So, today on our Sunday show, we now have new phone lines so you can call without being bothered whether somebody's already on the call. You can always call any of the lines and it will be free for you. So, the number to call is 0700 123 7990. So easy, right? Let's take that again. 0700 123 7990. 0700 123 7990. We have a call. Hello. Hello, good evening. Please, can you turn down the volume of your radio set? I didn't get your name. Sorry. Please repeat that. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Ebere. How are you today? Hi, is Karimo. Is it raining there? Oh, nice. Okay, so tell us, what's your contribution to our topic?
Yeah, it's about the school. So you mean tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised in hearing that the teacher complain about parents giving their children showers, food, and so that it's not good. Yeah, is it real? I'm sure that someone giving son or daughter shower to
A lot of things can happen just the moment you take your eyes off. You know, when you depend so much on nannies to pack the meals, they could just bring something out from the fridge without warming it properly. They put it in the box, and by the time it's time to eat in school, maybe the food would have soured. So it happens. What if I told you about the one they saw a maggot in a child's bottle? Would you believe that? So, yeah.
I want to ask also, I don't know, is this a good or someone to give the children money to somebody in the school?
Is it good to give children money to buy something in school? Well, I don't think there is a clear-cut answer, yes or no, to that. A lot will be dependent on the age of the child. A lot. Can you hear me, Mr. Ebere? I think maybe you can drop our speak on. Yes. Okay. I said a lot will depend on the age of the child, the policy of the school, and the policy. Some schools don't allow, is a no cash place. Some schools don't allow children to hold money, and some schools allow children. So depending on the age of the child, if the child is an older child, there are some schools that will permit you. They have canteens, they have talk shops where the child can buy meals or snacks and eat. So it depends on the age of the child and the policy of the school. Yeah, that's what I would say. Yes. All right. Thank you so much for calling, Mr. Ebere. Wishing your children a fantastic school year. All right. Bye bye. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ebere, for that call. We have another caller. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. What's your name?
My name is Sarah.
Oh, Sarah. Are you my darling that called yesterday?
No.
Oh, is this the first time you are calling on our show?
Yes.
Ah, yay! Good to have you, Sarah. So, Sarah, tell me, what do you have to tell Miss Genny?
I have to say that we are ready for school.
Yay! I'm going to clap for you. Well done, Sarah. So, tell me, how are you ready for school? Are you starting a new class? What class are you getting into? Tell me. Oh, Sarah is gone. Oh, she just called to tell me she's ready for. I like that. I like that. Hello, good evening. Hello? Yes, please. Who is speaking?
It's Sarah.
Okay, Sarah again. We didn't complete our conversation. You just left me now. I said, how are you ready for school? What new class are you going to?
I'm going to J1.
Oh, Shay! Ha! Big girl! Congratulations! Congratulations! I'm so proud of you. Well done, Sarah. I hope you're going to do mommy and daddy proud in your new school, right? Yes, so get all your things ready and go and smash, okay?
Yes.
Well done, Sarah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So let me quickly call out all the numbers so you can call us in and let us know how prepared you are for school. We have a call. Hello, good evening. We lost that call. Hello, are you there? Please speak up. Yes, good evening. How are you?
Hi, my name is Precious.
Precious who, please?
Precious Imam.
Precious Emmanuel. How are you, Precious?
Hi.
Okay, are you ready for school?
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes.
What class are you going to?
I'm going to J1.
Oh my God, we have the big kids here. Do you think Jason is easy? If you think, come and do it. Congrats, Precious. Congratulations. Wow. Wow, please do us proud when you go there. Focus on your studies, okay? Focus on your studies. Well done, Precious. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye. All right. Hello. Good evening. Yes, please. Can we meet you? What's your name?
My name is Genevieve. I'm calling to the computer.
Wait, I didn't get your name. Your name is Brikisu. Oh, nice name. Very unique. Okay, so Brikisu. I love the sound of that. Tell me, are you prepared for school?
Yes.
Yay! Can you tell me one thing you have done to get ready for school?
Yes.
Tell me now, what have you done to get ready for school? Oh, Brikisu, call me back and tell me. It's not just by telling me that you're prepared. I need to be sure that you're prepared, okay? All right, the number again is 0700 123 7990. Hello, good evening. Hello, who is speaking, please?
It's Sarah. I want to give my sister.
Okay, hello, Sarah's sister.
Hello, my name is Dr. Zinana.
Okay, let's calm down small. Your name is? Dorcas. Oh, lovely name. So, hello, Dorcas. Tell me about your new class. What class are you going to? Oh, 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 oh. Wow. You're going to 5. That's a big, big class. Hope you're ready. Yes. Okay, let me talk to the other sister. Hello, good afternoon. I think it's evening. How are you today? All right, so tell me. Your name is? Oh, Mary, Dorcas, and Sarah. I love your names. Very beautiful biblical names. So tell me, Mary, what class are you going to? Hey, you're already in primary 3. I agree. We are no longer doing going to. We are already in primary 3. Well done. Well done, Mary. Have a beautiful session, okay? Okay, let me talk to your brother. Hello, brother, to Sarah, Dorcas, and Mary. What's your name? Hello, brother. What's your name? Good evening. How are you? What's your name? Your name is Dwella. Okay, so are you ready for school? You're so excited. I like that. What class are you going to? Ah, nice one. Let's go and smash all the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, okay? Well done. Bye-bye. Okay, we have a call. Let's take that quickly. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, please. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, can we have your name?
My name is Anka.
Anka. How are you, Anka?
I'm fine.
All right. So, are you ready for school?
Yes, I'm ready.
What class are we going to?
I'm going to class 2.
Oh, you're no longer the Jew boy. Nice one. Congratulations. Congratulations. Bye. I love you more. Thanks for calling.
Bye-bye.
Hello, good evening. Hello. Yes, please. What's your name? Jemima. How are you, Jemima? Okay, so tell me, Jemima, are you ready for school? Yay! I think everybody's excited. Nice one, Jemima. So tell me one thing you have done to get ready for the new school year. Just one thing. Hello, Jemima, are you there? Wow! Hey, somebody is ready to take on the class. Nice one. So what class are you going to? Basic 3. Nice one. You're really climbing the ladder. Very soon we'll start hearing JS1. Nice one. Congratulations, Jemima. Have a great time in school and please focus on your books. Okay, let me talk to your sister. Good evening. How are you? Thank you. So what's your name?
My name is Emanuela.
Emanuela, what class are you going to?
I'm going to JS1.
Oh, yay! I think JSS1 is winning on the call this evening. Are you ready?
Yes,
Are you excited?
yes,
Are you a little bit anxious? Are you scared? Are you worried? It's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I want you to go there and smash and show them how much of a star you are, okay? Well done, Emanuela. Have a nice time in school this year. I love you more. Bye-bye. This love is choking me. Hello, good evening. Hello. Yes, please. Good evening. Who is on the phone? Who is calling? Can I have your name?
My name is
Oloide.
Avia.
Avia, how are you? So, Avia, tell me, are you going into a new class?
Yes,
What class is that?
basic 4.
Ooh, somebody is climbing higher and higher. Are you excited? I'm excited for you too. I'm excited and I want you to focus, okay? When you go to school, make sure you pay attention to what your teacher is saying. I would like you to come out tops in your class, okay? Is that a deal? Nice one, Avia. Bye-bye. All right, let me talk to your sister. Hello, Avia's sister. How are you? What's your name?
Olivia.
Hi, Olivia. I like your names. Via, Via, Via. All right. So, Olivia, are you going into a new class?
Yes.
What class are you going to?
Basic 4.
Wow. Are you twins?
Yes.
Hey, I love twins. I'm giving you a hug from here. Nice one. So, Avia and Olivia. Beautiful names. So, you're going to Basic 4. I want you, just like I told your sister, to put in your best this time, pay attention to what your teachers are saying, and come out tops in your class. Okay? Deal? All right. Thank you. Bye. We have another call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, ma.
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, so tell us your name.
My name is Michael from Kabuta.
Okay, Michael from Kabusa village. Wow. Okay, that sounds like kingdom, when you say I'm from King this from Kabusa kingdom. So, Michael, tell me, are you ready for the school year?
Yes.
What did you do to get ready? Just one thing. Tell me one thing you've done. Tell me one thing you've done to be ready, Michael. Are your uniforms ready? Aha! Are they ironed? Wow, nice one. So, Michael, what class are you going to? Hey, big boy, big boy, big boy. Nice one, Michael. Please go there and smash, all right? Go there and give it your best, okay? I expect to hear good news by the end of this term. Are we agreed on that? Yes. Okay. So, bye, Michael. Hello, good evening. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, good evening.
Evening, how are you?
I'm fine.
What's your name, please?
My name is Winifred Patrick.
Sorry, come again. You're Patrick.
From Airport Road.
You're Patrick.
Yes.
Okay. When next I ask your name, you say your name first before you say your surname, okay?
No, my son name is Winifred.
Yeah, so you're going to tell me your name is Patrick Winifrey, okay?
Okay.
Good. So you're calling from Airport Road. How is Airport Road this evening?
It's fine.
Okay, so tell me, are you ready for the new school year?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Patrick, what class are you going to?
SS3.
Hey! The biggest boy in the building! The biggest boy in the building! The biggest girl! When I heard Patrick, I thought that was your name. Wait again, let's clarify this. Are you Patrick or is Patrick your last name?
Patrick is my last name.
More like it. So your name is Winifred, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Sorry about that. So your name is Winifred Patrick. Okay. Now speaking to Winifred. You're going to SS3. You know this is a very important level, right?
Yes.
It's a very defining level. You'll be taking a lot of exams this year. Are you ready for that?
Yes, ma'am.
Does that make you a little scared?
No, ma'am.
I like that. Just be brave, and then even if you get scared at any time, just know that preparation can help you. Prepare very well, all right? And do us proud. Thank you for calling, Winifred. Love you. Bye bye.
Love you.
I love you too. We have another call. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. What's your name?
My name is Lisa.
Ah, Ginika. How are you, Ginika? I like your name.
Thank you.
So, Ginika, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Are you ready for school?
Yes.
Is your uniform ready?
Yes.
Is your bag ready?
Yes.
Are your shoes clean?
Yes.
Okay, now, what class are you going to?
I'm going to basic 4.
Hey, Basic 4 is like stopping this list today. Alright, so Ginika, please, I want as you get into Basic 4, go and show them the genius in you. You know, G as in Ginika, G as in genius, right? You're going to work very hard this term. You're going to put in your best, okay? All right. Thank you, Jerika, for calling. All right. Hello. Good evening. Yes. Good evening. Yes. Who is calling, please? Hi, Faith. How are you doing? So, what do you have to tell me this evening? Tell me. Oh, somebody's ready for school. So, Faith, tell me, what class are you going to? I lost that. Sorry about that, Faith, okay? But I like that you're ready for school. Thank you for calling. All right. I don't think we can take any more calls, so we can quickly finalize what we have to talk about. Thank you all so much for calling, Mr. Eberes, Sarah, Precious, Dorcas, Anka, Jemima, Sarah again, Emanuela, Avia, Olivia, Michael, Winifred, Guinea. Oh, the list goes on. If I didn't mention your name, don't be angry. Don't forget that I really, really love you. And thank you so much for calling. The love this evening is overload. Everybody is just loving me. Thank you so much. I love you right back, okay? Now, having discussed about what we can do to get back into school, and I like that all the children that called us are excited. I like that they are looking forward to meeting new people, making new friends, learning new things. They are happy to be in new classes. I like especially those who are going into new phases, those going into JSS1. It may be a little bit scary for you. I know you're very excited, but you're like, you don't even know what to expect. I don't want you to let that overcome you. Just know that you are capable, you are strong, and you can do it. You've got this, right? Okay, so still speaking on how we can have a great time in school this year. The first session of our talk was on tips for easier transition, and the last session of our talk this evening is on smashing the new session. Smashing, what can we do to smash this session? And now, the first thing on my list is set goals. Set goals. You must have a goal. You must have a goal. Remember what I said. If you do not have a plan, then it's just a wish. If you don't have a goal that you want to come out first in your class, if you don't have a plan that will lead you to that first position, it's just a wish. Okay? You must have a goal. So, to all those who called me in today, to all the parents listening in, do you have a goal for this session? Let's not even make it session. Do you have a goal for this first step? What are you looking to achieve this first step? So you have to have this conversation with your child. Children, I want you to note it in a paper, maybe on a sticky note, and paste it somewhere. So you will always remember this is my goal for this term. Like this afternoon, I asked my daughter, who is just 4, I asked her, what are we going? I explained to her that she'd be going into a new class, you'd be going into this, and your new teacher is going to be this and that. After all that, she was very excited. I told her, so what do you think we can learn this term? What do you want us to learn? She said, Mommy, I want to learn to read so I can read storybooks to you. That really touched me because just before she sleeps, I get to read her stories. So she really wants to read, so she can also read to me while I go to sleep. So and that's actually one of our targets, for her to be able to read well by herself. So what is your target? You should have a target, because if you don't have a target, anything will just go for you. And then when you have come up with this goal, look at your child before coming up with a goal. Don't set a goal that is too difficult, that is beyond their attainment level at that time. So maybe if you set too big a goal, they will be discouraged. Set a goal that is attainable. Then have milestones that have to be met. You're like, okay, if you're expecting, for instance, those that want their kids to start reading, if you're expecting your child to start reading, then you should understand, can this my child identify even the letters of the letters of the alphabet? Do they know the sounds of these letters? Are they able to blend? Because those are steps to reading. So you can begin to say, oh, week 1, we are going to focus on the letters. Week 2, we are going to do this. Then you get yourself resources that will help you complement the teacher's effort in ensuring that your child can read. So remember, the first thing you need to do is to set a goal, and let your goal be attainable. Let it be realistic. Let it be realistic. consider your child in coming up with that goal, okay? Have a goal. After you have drawn up a goal, it's always better to draw it up with your child so they feel involved, especially for the bigger children. You have someone called us, she's going to be writing senior WIAC and all that this year. She's going to SS3. This is a great time to call that child and say, what's our goal? What do we want to come out with in WIAC? All A's? Okay, great. We want all A's. How can we achieve this? That means by after school, I'm going to spend 2 hours in the school library before coming back home. You see, you now have a plan. You say, okay, that means I'm going to complete my syllabus for biology by week 2. You have a plan for it. So when you have a goal, you then need to put in an active plan towards actualizing that goal. I'll give you a simple tip, especially for the children in the lower classes. There is this thing I do. Whatever school books the school recommends, I would go get that same book for use at home. So beyond what the school has, we have our own for personal use at home. So we try to go through topics before the school gets there. And that gives the child an edge because when the teacher is introducing that topic, the child already has an idea. And the teacher is like, wow, this child is smart. And you see, already you're giving your child a head start. So you can also borrow a tip like that. You replicate the list of books and have your own copies for home. That's if you do not get to keep books at home. Then you can also look for other books. For instance, if you're using I Can Read Too, you can now look for Metropolitan English, and then try to see other ways of teaching that because each of these books come with their own style, their modes of teaching. So when you try other resources, you may find other ways that would help your child better. So set a goal and then look out for practical ways to actualize that goal. Number 2 thing you have to do is discuss the goals with the teacher. When you go to school tomorrow, don't just go drop off your child and leave. No, unless you have already done this. I know some schools opened for registration this past week. Parents had the opportunity to meet with their kids, teachers and all that. This is the time for you to go find out what class is my child sitting in. Who is going to be teaching my child? Oh, nice to meet you. I am this, I am this. If it's allowed, I know some schools do not allow teachers to exchange numbers, which is fine. But if it's allowed, it would be great to have the teacher's number, okay? Then find out the modes of communication with the school. Is there something like communication book? You need to also be utilizing that. Just make sure there is a free flow of information between you and the teacher because you are in a partnership to make sure the child gets the most from this school year. So discuss the goals with the teacher. Tell the teacher, these are my child's strengths. These are my child's weaknesses. I want my child to be able to do this by the end of this term. So the teacher knows, yes, so even as I'm marking your child, you too are marking the teacher. There is something to look out for. Do not wait until midterm when you'd be going for open day. A lot may have already been lost. It's always easier to set a goal from the very start. This is what I'm expecting. This is what I hope to achieve. This is what I hope to attain. Like I recall my daughter. It's she's a little bit introverted. She likes her own company, and I needed her to be more social. I needed her to go out there more, relate with people. So I recall the start of the session last year. I had met with the teacher and said, this is my goal for this term. I want this child to get more involved. I want her to be out there. And the teacher took it seriously. And by the time there was graduation last term, I tried to look through how much developed that child was, and I was very pleased because the progress had been massive. So that is what goals will also help you keep track of progress, because you have a goal, you know when your child is doing well, you know when your child is improving. So there is need for us to have goals, to discuss these goals with the teachers, and to keep track of progress. Okay, another thing you have to do is to try and pay their fees early. Dear parents, try and pay your children's fees early. I know the economy is not friendly. I know things are hard. But a lot of schools, especially first term school fees, a lot of schools will not give books to your children if you do not pay fees. And if these kids don't have books, how do you expect them to do the magic? It's always better for children to be given a level playing ground, okay? So don't disadvantage your child by not paying school fees in time, school fees that you will still eventually pay. If there is any school fee term to delay, it is not first term. Just try to pay school fees early, okay? Then when you get to school tomorrow, does your child have eye problem? This is the time to discuss things like sitting arrangements, or is your child easily distracted? You may want your child's seat to be near the teachers. So just make sure you have a conversation with the class teacher and make sure your child is positioned in a place that will help the child. Is your child easily distracted? You shouldn't be sitting near the window. Things like that. So just try to ensure that you get your child a good position to get the best from class. Then another thing is to condition your children's mind. There's this, it's one of my favorite sayings is, if you think you can or you cannot, you are correct. If you think you can, or if you think that you cannot, you are correct. Because a lot of things we end up becoming, a lot of things we do is from our mindsets. It's from our mindset. So I need you to condition your child's mindset. Condition their mindset to be a growth mindset. We have two broad types of mindsets. We have the static mindset and we have the growth mindset. The static mindset, I cannot do this thing is too tough, I'm already smart, there is no need learning this thing, this teacher does not even know anything, they're not even teaching me anything. They are comfortable in themselves. They don't think they need to learn more. They don't think anything can be improved. They don't think that that's not the kind of mindset we want these children to have this time. We want the growth mindset. The growth mindset, oh, this is tough, but I'm tougher. I can train my brain. I am bigger than this problem. I can't do it yet. They believe in themselves and they know that it takes effort to do better. Oh, I have made a mistake, but I have learned from my mistakes. Oh, my mistakes don't define me. I can always get better. I am conditioned for learning. I am open to learning. And a great way to condition this children's mindset is by the use of affirmations. We talked about affirmations a few weeks back. So come up with affirmations for them. It can be a 2-liner, it can be a 3-liner. Make sure they repeat it before they go to school every morning. That way it will help them. Okay? You can just say, I can do tough things. I can do tough things. I don't give up until I'm done. I don't stop. I see my work through to the end. I am resilient. I am hardworking. I learn hard things. Things like that. Just pick one that you feel is suitable to your child and addresses whatever challenges that child may be facing at that particular time, and get that child to repeat it to himself every morning before they go to school. An easy way that I get to condition my own children's mindset is in the mornings just before they leave for school. After we've finished everything, I just anoint them. Yeah. So as I'm anointing them, I'm speaking those words to them. And then now they're even the ones reminding me, Mommy, come and annoy me. I said, baby, I'm not annoying you. I am anointing you. So you can just find something to remind you of that. You can make it before you drive out, the moment you get into your car, if you're the one dropping them off. So just make something to be a reminder to you. Fill their minds with positive words, fill their minds with positive thoughts, so they will think good of themselves and then begin to manifest that. Okay. Then another is that you should be intentional about whatever you're going to be doing with your children this term. Don't just go and let the term slide. You just think you paid school fees and that's all. You just relax. No, be intentional. Are they doing things in the school? Get your child involved. Are there clubs in school? Find out the child's interest, and then find out the clubs that will buttress that child's interest. Just do not let things slide. If the school doesn't offer extracurricular activities that corroborate your child's interest or that help your children in their interest areas, you have extracurricular activities. Sign up for something after school, maybe twice a week, 3 times a week, or even over the weekends. Just don't relax and feel that things will fix themselves. In this era that we are in, you need to take the bulls by the horn, okay? So just be very intentional. And lastly but not the least, get involved. We are still going to dedicate a whole show to parental involvement, okay? But today, just know that Miss Genny mentioned that you should get involved. Get involved. When they come back from school, find out how their school was. Find out how the day was. Don't say, how was your day? They'll tell you fine. So how was your day is no longer a great way of finding out how a day was. Ask them, what did you learn today? Did you make any new friends? Were you sad at any time? What happened during your break time? Is there something you would like to share with me? Did you enjoy the subjects today? Did you find anything tough? Is there something you need more clarity on? Are you cool with your teacher? Do you think your new teacher is cool? What do you like about your teacher? What's the best thing about your new class? Have you made any new friends? So just get to talk with your child. When you talk with your child, you'll be shocked at how much information you're going to be getting that would help you help them better. I hope the show today has been enlightening. I hope it's been enriching. I have been blessed by this show, particularly, especially by those who called me and told me that they love me. Thank you so much for putting my week on the right footing, for helping me start this week beautifully with so much love. I wish you a very productive school year. I wish you a very beautiful school year. Please always remember that Miss Jenny said you should put your best foot forward. Miss Jenny says that you should give it your best. Miss Jenny says you shouldn't back out. Miss Jenny says you shouldn't quit. You don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done, okay? Just keep trying, keep pushing. I'm rooting for you and I'm looking forward to hearing great things about you. From me, till next time, same station, same time for another exciting episode. It is bye bye from me for now. And do not forget that I love you. Bye bye.